in.
Yep.
This one. Three.
Have the RV?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Team out here as well. Yeah, we're good. I'm holding those EX out as well.
Team out here.
We could hold that until somebody pushes that RV, and then we'll third that.
Hold what?
We're gonna go for this little fucking.
Yeah, we get up to the cards.
So G2 just trying to clear their backs at the moment here, Tom, making sure that nobody rotates late through that tunnel. These little things, we didn't really hear it in the comms, but you can see it in the gameplay.
No doubt about it. Also staying within Q distance there for the phase. In the kill feed, you also saw it's going to be Team Sheesh picking up some extra kills. So they're trying to climb up that leaderboard and see what they can place here when it was all said and done. But Esports Arena is sitting pretty over here towards the big mod. And we were just talking about this while we're listening to listen in. How interesting would it be if you could actually drive this thing?
Yeah, it certainly would add an interesting dynamic to competitive Apex that would be immediately removed, I'm sure. But for Esports Arena, this is a situation, and this fight is going into episode 3 at this point, and that is the end of my Star Wars references for now, because it's been constantly going on, this battle between these two teams inside a big mod. Nobody getting the upper hand, nobody being able to get that knock, but now Skill Cakes has moved forward, and it looks like Esports Arena might decide now it's time to go.
They've been dancing for quite some time. We've heard the
again.
rotations. Let's hear what the list is right now for this fight. Let's jump on board with Esports Arena.
I'm holding it.
They're gonna, yeah, swing through that side.
They're coming around back to my side. I'm taking the stairs. Batting.
Fuck, that EMP fucked me, bro. They're breaking.
Another team is Valkyrie today. Come to me, Skittles.
All
Grab
right.
my banner.
I did already. Go down low.
Nice. Go to eggshell.
Eggshell's probably still there.
I don't think there is a team there. I looked at it.
Team is portal below.
Come to me, Verhost. Do you have Valcult?
I do.
We're probably just gonna have to have Valcult for it. I mean.
Yeah, do it. Just do it. You're good. Valko, I think you do it.
And there's a team over there. I saw you scan one.
All right, you want us to go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
You're
through
gonna
this room right here.
Don't go all the way in. They're up there. He's on that door. You just saw him.
Across over here.
Yeah, across
Or-
down low. He's on that door.
I think we need to just play
Just
out
wait for
here.
eggshell. Yeah. Wait for eggshell team to get a
Outside.
fight off.
Come outside.
Wait for eggshell. Look, they're fighting eggshell.
One down.
Well, we saw the end of that fight, and it's still going to go on. We might have chapter 17 by the time we're done with it, but G2 versus Furia is the one that's going down in Dome at the moment, and Designful will be finished. Resulta's trying to get back some sort of health, and Gentrifine's doing all he can to hold, but Furia, with the Knuckle Cluster coming in, is going to force him to jump into the void, and at this point, he's saying to Resulta, good luck, my friend, I'm off, and I'm going to try and survive.
Salta's got the bub though, and they get to some safe haven just for now. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to even go for that banner, but Furia is just going through the teams at the top of the leaderboard right now, taking down NRG in first place, dropping one player on G2, and they're looking for more blood. ESA currently down a player as well, so you know who's loving that? The rest of the lobby. Ghost Gaming, they're already eliminated, so this is going to be a difficult run for G2 if they want to take first place.
Well, Furia are the team that did the damage to G2, and I almost said it tongue-in-cheek earlier, haha. Imagine if Furia come behind them from zone. Well, that's exactly what happened. And Furia took advantage of it. They managed to get that KP secured. They've weakened G2 as well, and oh my word, Hakulo is weakening everyone at the moment, as once again, we hear the sound of those shields cracking. There's the Knuckle Cluster going in to try and finish off a little bit more flesh damage. But it's not going to happen for now. Furia just going to stabilize here inside a dome.
Also, remember that Hambino threw an extra little bit of defensive bombardment towards the way of G2, and that didn't really help out the case as Furia continues to just try to be such a nuisance over here towards the eggshell. They're going to have to make their way over towards that platform eventually. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to rotate. Maybe it's going to be Tech with the redeploy, but most likely Zeratrick is going to have to advance. They're going to foot it. They're going to bubble towards the edge.
Well, Skittle Cakes and Verholst, the last two alive here for Esports Arena, but the most important part of that sentence is the word alive, still existing inside of this top 13 teams. So are G2. They're down to just a duo. We saw the unfortunate demise of Design Fault, but Furia just trying to take their time here. You can see multiple pings going out here, Tom, discussing where they want to make that next move.
And all the teams are going to be looking at them, especially G2, understanding that that's Furia and that's the team that took them down, because not a lot of players understand that it's just a duo sitting on over towards that trailer unless they get a scan. Back on board with Unlucky, some nice shots there from Casellos. They're going to have to make a move very similar to what we saw from NRG do in game number 1. Let's see if they can find some open spot with a Valkyrie all here. Prodigy Ace is going to have to make a serious move, but they may have to do it with the bubble being down from Senpai.
We're going to have to fight soon because they've only got 15 seconds left on this zone, and that team is going to hold them out unless they can find a position to hit that redeploy over the mountain. The skyward dive might be an option, but forcing this team off also might be one who also have to move because, as I say, it's going to be tough to get into that zone. I'm sure there's a team holding down that choke, but it looks like the skyward dive isn't going to be the first option for them. It looks like they're going to try and chase them down here.
They're chasing him down, getting a little bit closer to the zone, trying to third party this while still waiting for their redeploy to come back up too. But G2 is sneaking around. They're starting to own a little bit of real estate over here as Rakinishu is going to get one knock, coming through with the serious damage. But Unlucky, all these teams, they're just grieving themselves. Senpai has the bubble down. They have to make their way towards the zone. This is round 4. It's going to eat them alive.
And the longer this takes, the less chance of success it is for both teams. Prodigy Aces, he's going to have the zone at his back as well, and that's really going to sting. Jumps back up to that high ground, maybe just trying to bait out here and get that final kill. They will win the fight, but Prodigy Aces will fall, and the rest of the team will fall as well because Renegades were sitting there in the choke, ready to pick up the pieces. As we jump on board with Furia now, who have managed to scrape their way behind this fence into zone. But here comes the Caustic Nox Gas, but here comes Hakulo firing away with the Eva 8.
Yeah, he's just ripping over towards the window. He's not getting ripped as hard, though. On the other side, it's the gas coming in with the damage. Hambino picking up some kills along the way. He's going to take the kill lead. They haven't gotten Duplex to be able to get respawned yet, but they're still doing a great job inside a big mod for Team Esports Arena. Renegades on the outside looking in. They are on the edge of the zone over here with just a little bit of area to work with. Premier still alive with 2 players as well. You can see what Ronnie's doing. Hambino's been playing phenomenal too. Resulta, Gentrified picking up some kills along the way. That's going to be Xset. A great Q as well. Question is, where is Resulta? The dome is down. The cover fire is there. Nice job by G2.
So good that from G2. Even if you're playing as a duo, if a chance presents itself to get in and get out safely and pick up some KP, you have to take it. Those points are vital, especially with NRG going out so early in this game and picking up 0 points, or should I say only a few points on their way. But Esports Arena now still holding things down, and when we last saw them, which was some time ago, they lost that player. They looked like they were on the back foot. They looked a little bit discombobulated, but now they're inside that top 8, and now they might be able to make an approach on this end zone.
Definitely a possibility too, especially when you do have Skittle Cake still here with the Nox gas grenade, still chucking out barrels left and right. All of Lazarus just hiding on the very bottom of Big Mod. Another team coexisting on the roof. They're going to go for a crazy redeploy. This is risky for Esports Arena, but they got to do something.
I wondered if they were going to get cut down before they managed to take to the skies, but they survive for now, and they're going to be using that passive of Valkyrie just to scan the area, find anywhere that they can play. Can they land on this ledge to buy themselves an extra 15 seconds? It looks like that's the play as well. The Nox gas will be huge for them here. If they can find someone to drop this onto, they might be able to turn a 3v2 into a victory in the fight. But for now, Skittle Cakes is just trying to survive.
They don't have a bubble, and that's going to cost them there. Gentrifying is in the vicinity. He's ready with the R301. And keep in mind, ESA, that was only 4 points behind G2. 49 to 45, the spray from Gentrifying. He's not done yet, Mark.
Momentum on the side of G2 as a duo, just the 2 towards this end game, but KP being picked up, and Gentrifying is playing some of his best Apex Legends.
Making sure that they're not getting pinched, watching the back. Look at the spray coming out, 50 right there onto the gold armor. Has 2 batteries, 1 in the backpack after this one, but Resulta is just there for the ride. Whenever he needs a bubble, he's going to be there. Whenever he needs an arm shield, he's going to be there as well. Just dominating as a duo. 4 kills ever since Designful has dropped, but you love to see just the little mini plays that they're doing to get to this point to begin with. How they started on over towards the eggshell, made their way over here, and just doing such a good job.
Only problem is they've barely got any light ammo between them. I think that was the last of Gentrifying's, and now he's going to have to use that EVA 8. He just checked it there. The R301 doesn't have any ammo in, and now he's going to have to jump back into the void to stay alive and return to safety to the arms of his brother Resulta. Pops that battery, but for now they're going to have to play a little bit more passive. Wait for those closer range fights because they don't have those weapons and they don't have the ammo to work with to do any damage.
Because he's playing so aggressive, but the reason he's playing so aggressive is because he has to filter these other teams into one another. Otherwise, they can't take a full-on 3v3 since they have just a duo and no ammo. So EMP's being used, bubbles being used as well. They're still in the safety, and they have the closest safe haven into the zone as that starts to rotate. So G2 has to play this patiently.
Look at this. Once again, just having a little peek. He wants to apply as much pressure as he can. This has been such an impressive game here from Gentrifying and from G2 from the position that they found themselves in. And I wonder if he's going to go for a kidnap here. Can he catch some prey? No, but he'll crack someone. Resulta will pick up a kill as well. And somehow G2, as a 2, are looking dominant in this endgame.
They can use this portal at the very last second to get right over towards there. But not only that, there's a box if they want to go for a quick little swap. Yes, it's on the controller, but what a job so far from G2. Gentrifying saying, hey, I'm not going to use that portal. We're going to continue to put it up over towards this wall, which I think is the right play. They can still try to distract the rest of this lobby and push them into each other. But there goes the full send. The shots are there, and the rain finally ends. It's the Neanderthals putting an end to G2's run.
Apin like Neanderthals as well. Very impressive from them to realize the situation. 2 squads remaining, and it's looking like Neanderthals might take this one home. Defensive bombardment comes in. Exile is forced to jump into the void for just a few seconds, but the last players from Noble surely can't survive for too long. Lucas is taken down. The armor swap is there as well. Gibby slides out. He's going to meet his Mastiff. He's going to meet an end surely here, and Neanderthals will close out the final game of the day with the win.
Just what an onslaught towards the tail end.
Side, the geyser big mod chokiness is something we saw a little bit earlier today in EMEA, and certainly something that I know is turning into a fan favorite because it means bloodshed for all of us to enjoy. So super excited about that. Thank you so much, of course, you both for casting through that entire match. But let's talk a little bit about something, because as we know, this was 6 games for NA. This is round 3 of 6. So I want to real quick talk about something before we get to our full leaderboard here. We're coming down to it. We saw Unlucky Ghost Gaming, who had an incredible game. They needed to start their comeback from the bottom of the leaderboard as we take a look at our highlights. Tom, who are we seeing popping off throughout our games 4, 5, and 6, specifically in those late games? Because I think, honestly, the late game, these later matches seem to be the difference between coming out on top of the leaderboard and coming out towards the end there.
To be honest, I'm impressed with almost all, I mean, really all the players. 1, getting here is hard enough. 2, performing on this stage is extremely difficult. But there was a lot of standout plays today. Gentrifying at the end really stood out for me. His Wraith play was really, really solid in terms of the way that he's positioning himself with portals, taking off angles, really owning a lot of real estate for his team and getting back in within Q distance. To me, Gentrifying really stepped it up, and he has to step it up for G2 to have this type of performance.
Absolutely. And Onset, I want to go back to something you had said earlier, which is that you've seen some teams really come into form here. Is it possible for a team to come into form and not be at the top of our leaderboards?
No, it's as simple as that. I don't think you can be out of form at the moment with the strength in North America and EMEA. I think you have a couple of off weeks, 3 off weeks, it's inexcusable. And looking ahead to tomorrow, there's a couple of teams in the other lobbies who need to have good days. They haven't been in form. And I'm talking about the likes of TSM, which is a weird thing to say, to be honest with you. But like today, G2, bit out of form in the first couple of weeks. Today, they found their form. It was one fight that completely turned things around for them. The confidence came back, and G2 looks really, really strong again.
Nice and deadly, just the way we like them. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see just how deadly some of these squads have been performing today. And here are we, NRG. 3 letters, Tom, equally as deadly.
And they started off so hot, Kate. Keep in mind that I believe it was 47 points after the first 2 games. So things started to slow down just a little bit for them for the final 4. But the way that we had that communication, that listening in game number 1, got me so excited for NRG and their fans for what they're going to be capable of going forward, because no stone was unturned throughout all of that. Every layer of strategy was well thought out, and that was just really next level Apex and some of the best communication I've seen in just all of esports. You know, someone that's been in here for 15 years, I was so impressed for energy right there. And it's not easy to do, because in order to talk that strategy, you have to know that strategy like the back of your hand.
You do, and